morning, everyone. How are you today? Hope you have had a wonderful week and are ready for the weekend. Thank you for joining us. My name is Sunita, and today my friends and I are going to be taking you through quite a number of dishes. So stay tuned and enjoy our show. Okay. So as we start off, welcome to our weekly Saturday Zoom cooking show, where we share with you a lot of tips and tricks and all the lovely dishes you can cook in your Thermomix. Okay? All right. So I have basically been with Thermomix for about 6.5 years. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sunita. I have a question for all of you. And since we're on Zoom and you're all watching me live, I would like some interaction when I ask questions, etc., so that I too can answer your questions as best as I can, right? So how many of you think cooking should be money saving, reliably easy, healthy, creative, or time saving? Type your answers in the chat box. For me, being creative is very important. Can I see your responses? Time saving, easy, yes. For those who are working, even if you are working from home, you have a lot of commitments, yes, to 1 to 5. So you have a lot of commitments and you have to, juggle so many things, even though you are staying at home. So Thermomix really helps because you can cook, but also be working on your work projects or attending to your family, etc., right? For me, creativity is also important because I like to bake. So I make a lot of cakes and breads, and I love, trying out all the different recipes that are available. Quick show, how many of you are joining us for just the first time today? Type number 1 in the chat box. And for those of you who already have your Thermomix and are returning customers, type number 2. And for those who have ordered your Thermomix and are waiting for it to arrive impatiently, type number 3. So we have quite a lot of you who have ordered and are waiting for your Thermomix. Yes, unfortunately, because of the current situation with MCO and AMCO, our shipments have been, the shipment hasn't been delayed, but approvals from authorities have been delayed. So just hang in tight and your Thermomix will get to you as soon as it can, all right? So Thermomix is actually sold worldwide in over 80 countries globally. It has won many awards. And the company that makes Thermomix is actually called Vorwerk. It's a German company. And Vorwerk itself has been around for 135 years. So it is a very well-established company. And you really don't have to worry, and you can put your faith in the company and in the machine, okay? We have won numerous awards, and it started back in the 1960s, and the one you see before you today, the TM6, is actually the 9th generation, and it is an all-in-one kitchen machine. It's connected to Wi-Fi, and it gets updated automatically. And it is so popular these days that one Thermomix is actually sold every 23 seconds around the world. So if you can imagine that, by the time I finish saying this sentence, another Thermomix has been sold, okay? So what do you get when you buy your Thermomix? You actually get all these accessories. So this is called the Varoma. And it is your steamer. It has 2 layers inside. So this is the lid. And this is called the Varoma tray. and this is called the Varoma dish. The Varoma dish is 3.8 liters. You can actually steam a whole medium-sized chicken in here. The Varoma tray can be used simultaneously, and you can do 2 dishes at once. And we use this very often when we are doing multi-layer cooking. Okay. Then we also have our mixing bowl lid and the measuring cup. So it's called a measuring cup because on the inside there are 2 lines which give you a quick measure for 50 ml and 100 ml, right? Then we also have the simmering basket inside, and you would use your spatula that comes with your Thermomix to lift the simmering basket out. Okay, so the recipe I'm doing today actually has steamed potatoes, and this was actually steamed in the simmering basket with just 500 grams of water for about 10 minutes. Okay, so this is how you would lift your hot simmering basket out when you have used it for steaming potatoes, pasta, you're cooking your rice, etc. So cooking rice in the Thermomix with your simmering basket is really amazing because you get low GI rice. It drains out a lot of the starch. We also have a butterfly whisk that comes with, and of course, our 2.2 liter stainless steel bowl with the blade inside. And the butterfly whisk just sits on top like that. And if you are using your butterfly whisk, please remember the maximum speed for your butterfly whisk is speed 4. Whenever you're using your butterfly whisk or the simmering basket, the maximum speed is speed 4. Okay. Then we also have with the TM6 the splash guard. So the splash guard goes on top for you to use when you do your high temperature cooking, right? And we have our sturdy Thermomix with the 6.8-inch screen, touch screen color. So it's just like your handphone, and it's really, really easy to use because all you need to know are the time, the temperature, and the speed. So if you touch on the time and turn the dial, it will set how long you want to cook for. And if you touch on the center circle, it pops up and you just turn it to whatever temperature you want to use. And the last dial will be the speed of how fast or how slow you want to stir your food. Okay, so these are all the accessories that come included with your Thermomix, so you never have to buy anything extra, except if you are doing additional methods of cooking, then you can invest in the blade cover, etc. Right? So 3 options to own your Thermomix. Okay, so this amazing appliance that does everything for you is only $6,988 right now. Okay, the actual price is $7,188, but it's being sold with a special price of $6,988. And you can do either a full payment or you can go on our installment plans. Right now, we have installment plans available for both credit and debit cards. Or you could also join us as a partner and earn your Thermomix for free. So if you are keen on winning one for yourself for free, please do ask the person who invited you to our Zoom today. Okay. So before I continue, I'm just going to start off on the recipe first. So I'm using a recipe from Cookie Do, which is our recipe platform, and I have saved the recipe into my week. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up quick Massaman beef curry, which is what I am cooking today. All right, so it's really easy for anyone who doesn't know how to cook. You can just follow all the steps and you'll be a chef in no time. Okay, so start cooking. 500 grams of water. So this was for the potatoes. And then insert the simmering basket. Put in your potatoes, 300 grams. And then sprinkle it with salt. Insert lid and steam. So this I've already done beforehand, just to save some time. Okay, remove. And then we've got the new bowl. So I'm going to put in 50 grams of roasted peanuts. So our Thermomix has a built-in weighing scale, which is really, really amazing because you can just weigh your ingredients right into the bowl. So I'm going to press tab to get it back to 0. And I'm going to put in 50 grams. Okay, so 50 grams of roasted peanuts. Okay, insert measuring cup. So when they say insert measuring cup, it basically means put the lid as well as the measuring cup back. Some recipes you will see MC. So MC stands for measuring cup, just a shortcut. So 3 seconds, speed 7. Okay, so this is just 3 seconds on speed 7. And just for that, in just that 3 seconds, the peanuts have been chopped really, really nicely, as you can see, and very evenly too. Okay. Then next, 1 tablespoon of peanut oil. Tablespoon of peanut oil. Okay, next, 1 brown onion. So it says approximately 180 grams. So this is about 180 grams. Okay, next, 100 grams of Massaman curry paste. So I'm using a store-bought paste. You can actually look for your own curry paste recipe as well, 100 grams. Just about the 1 bottle. Okay, 100 grams of Massaman curry paste. Next, put the lid back on. Next, 3 seconds, speed 7 again to chop all the onions. Okay, next, okay, keep measuring cup inserted. So I'm just going to check because it's all gone up. I'm going to scrape it down a little. So you can always check in between. And I'll show you how it looks inside. So that's just 3 seconds, and look at how fine it's chopped, all the onions. And I put in big chunks, right? So next. So 3 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. So this is now just going to cook this curry paste for 3 minutes. On 100 degrees, speed 1. All right. So to continue, I want to check with you. How many of you have a blender at home? Type number 1. How many of you have a weighing scale at home for ingredients? Type number 2. For those of you who have a handheld mixer or a Kenwood mixer, type number 3. For those of you who have a steamer, type number 4. For those of you who may have a sous vide machine, type number 5. For those of you who have a meat mincer, type number 6. And maybe some of you have a bread maker at home, type number 7. Okay, so all of you, if you've been married for a while, I'm sure you have a lot of different appliances at home, right? I did too. And if you have all these appliances, most of us do not have big kitchens, so you cannot have them all out on your kitchen counter. So what we tend to do is put them away, and when we want to use them, we take them out. Invariably, what happens is when you want to make something and you need to take out your Kenwood mixer or you need to take out your bread maker, it is so much of trouble because you have to go to the cupboard, take it out, wipe it down, and then use it, wash it, wipe it, put it away. It's just so time consuming that by the time you even think of making bread, you might actually change your mind. And that used to happen to me very often because it was just too troublesome. But with my Thermomix, it sits on my counter all the time. It's just this, you know, it doesn't take up much space. It's just one machine and it does everything. I can make my breads. I can make my morning smoothies. I can make my half-boiled eggs for my husband in the morning. I can make lunch, dinner, you know, cakes for tea. I made an Oreo cheesecake the other day. So, you know, with the Thermomix, it pretty much doesn't just sit there. It gets used all the time. Well, in my house, it does. I use it at least 3 to 4 times a day, okay? So if you have all these appliances, there's no way it's all out, right? So it's just cluttering your desktop, your tabletop. So with the Thermomix, it's all clean and neat and tidy. So this is the paste now that's been cooked. I'm sure you can see it clearly, right? So while I was talking, my Thermomix was doing the cooking for me. So it says scrape down, nothing much there to scrape. Okay, and then next, add 800 grams of beef rump. Okay, so I've bought the ones that have already been sliced. Okay. And I'm not cooking 800 grams, I'm actually cooking about 500 grams. Because 800 grams is just too much. So you can adjust the amount. Okay. And then next, 50 grams of roasted unsalted peanuts. So the remaining 50 grams of the peanuts. Next, insert measuring cup. Next, 3 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. And you can see on my screen, it actually shows reverse. So I'm just going to turn it to speed 1. And the Thermomix has automatically set it on reverse speed, which is using anti-clockwise motion because the back of your blade is actually blunt, so it will not chop your meat. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering how we cook meats in the Thermomix, this is how it would do it. You put it on reverse and it will not chop your meat. Okay, so the Thermomix is a perfect kitchen partner to anyone. Okay, whether you are single, a lot of students actually love using the Thermomix. Okay, if you are married, newly married, or getting married, please do invest in a Thermomix. For parents who have children who are getting married, buy them a Thermomix as a wedding gift. It makes the perfect wedding gift. Okay. If you are young parents with small children, it's great for family bonding because your children can cook with you and you can cultivate an interest in cooking from a young age, right? Or even if you are in your golden years, the Thermomix is a splendid companion because it is so easy to use. You can even be sitting down and doing your cooking, etc. Right? So this recipe that I'm doing is from Cookie Dough. Okay, and Cookie Dough is our recipe platform on Thermomix, and it currently has more than 71,000 recipes. Can everyone type wow in the chat box? Has anyone ever had access to 71,000 recipes before? I'm sure you haven't, okay? So I really love Cookie Dough because whenever I have some free time, I'm always browsing recipes on Cookie Dough and seeing what I can cook for my family. I used to be stuck in a rut, cooking like the same old dishes every week until my family was getting sick and tired. And now I have so many options. I can actually cook different types of cuisine. I can cook French, I can cook German, I can cook Mexican. My son wanted Mexican food for his birthday and that's what he got. So it's so easy with Cookie Dough, right? And the recipes are all triple tested. So you never have to worry because most of the time they will turn out, okay? The only thing you might need to adjust sometimes is if it's to your own taste, you might want to increase the spice, or you might want to reduce the spice, etc. But otherwise, you know, I normally cook a recipe one time as per Cookie Dough, and then adjust it. If I'm cooking it again, adjust it according to my own family preference. Okay, next, 250 grams of coconut cream. So I'm going to use less because I've also got less meat in there. So I'm going to use just about. So you can adjust the quantities according to how much you're cooking. Okay. So I'm just going to use 200 grams, about 200 grams, which is about 1 box. No, actually it's about 185 grams. So coconut cream, and then next, 10 grams of palm sugar. So gula melaka, just 10 grams. Next, 30 grams of fish sauce. So Massaman is actually a Thai dish, so fish sauce. Okay. And then next, 15 grams of tamarind paste. So that's my tamarind paste. It's 15 grams. So how easy is it to cook? You just put everything in. 1 teaspoon of meat stock paste. Okay, so I'm using my own homemade chicken stock powder. It says meat stock paste, so doesn't really matter. So I'm putting in a teaspoon of my chicken stock powder and 1 cinnamon quill. Okay. And 2 fresh kaffir lime leaves. So I like kaffir limes, so I'm just going to put in like 3 or 4. And the reserved steamed potatoes. So I'm not going to add the potatoes in now because after steaming them, they're already quite well done and cooked. So I'm just going to leave it out for now and add it in midway. All right. So next, without measuring cup. So remove the measuring cup because they want the Massaman curry to dry up a little bit. Next, on 90 degrees for 10 minutes on reverse speed 1. Okay, so 10 minutes, I will put the potatoes in at like the 5-minute mark. Okay, so I'm just going to start it off. And I'm going to hand you over to the next presenter, to show you the wonderful dish that she's going to be cooking. Over to the next presenter.
Hello, good morning. Assalamualaikum. Good morning. So, saya Suryani. I'm Sue. You can just say hello in the chat room. So, today what I'm going to make is mantau and also the mushroom potato soup. So, it's going to be like the whole multi-level cooking. So, it's very interesting, kan? So, stay tuned and I'll be showing you how to do it. So first, I'll be showing you how to make the mantau first because we need some time to make it raise and proofing time because we're using yeast. So this menu actually is one of our favorite menu actually. So who has made mantau before? Or normally Malays call pau. Check in the chat room. How many of you has made one or okay, so all of you would know how to do it, but you have to knead it very, very proper, right? And if tak jadi, then you wasted a lot of ingredients and a lot of time, correct? Okay, so I'm using cookie dough, like how Sunita was showing, it's cookie dough as well. It's a guided cooking. And like cookie dough, it's you know, with cookie dough, if I cook, it will store. So it has memories, it store the food that you actually make. So I've already saved in recently cook. Or if not, you can also search in the cookie dough by the search magnifying glass. You can find any recipes that you want. So for now, I'll just click on mantau, quick steam bun, or we call mantau, okay? So in the cookie dough, it shows what the ingredients that I need to have. It shows me the preparation and also read the hints and tricks because it's normally will benefit us how to make it right. So whoever never been doing mantau as well, you can do this because it's very easy, okay? I've made my first mantau with my Thermomix. I've made many first things with Thermomix, okay? So me, myself, I have 3 kids. I'm working full time. And now currently, it has been like nearly 1.5 years of working from home. This is amazing companion because even I work from home, I can do this during lunchtime or in my dinner. It's really easy. Okay, let's start. So how do you want to start with doing cookie dough? Just start cooking here, and then it will tell you what to do. And the ingredients that I have now for mantau is like just this. Okay, I have water and sugar, salt, yeast, tepung. The tepung is actually pau tepung. I got it from Big with Yuan, but you can use also any brand for pau. And then the olive oil. That's all. Okay. So from here it says okay 130 water. So I tare it. Adriana, please. Okay. Okay. I tare it to make it 0. So I put in everything in already. So that's 130. Then next, 20 gram sugar. So I have sugar. Okay. Next, I have 1 teaspoon dry yeast. So I've prepared this in advance because basically I just want to, for show purpose. I mean like in the day, I just take all my bottles and everything, just put it in, okay? So like olive oil here. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of dry yeast. Okay, and then next, olive oil. So they need 20 gram. So tare it to make it 0. So it's a scale built in. So it's, for me, it's very smart. Okay, you don't have to have another scale. And when you're baking, everything needs to be precise, right? I mean, whoever bakes needs to be precise because that's the skill that you have to ensure because you want to menjadikan your food, right? Okay, so next, it says close and then just next, okay? So with cookie dough, it will preset the time, the temperature, and all you need to do is just the speed, okay? So there's a like little hint of green that you just follow. Okay, so what it's doing now is activating the yeast. Okay. All right. So for just 1 minute, it will activate yeast. Okay. So basically, if you don't have Thermomix, we can also activate yeast. But then, how do we 100% guarantee? And like myself, I never been before Thermomix. I'd be scared. I'd be scared even to try it, right? So if with Thermomix, it's not just dishes, it's not just drinks. It's more than that. I bake all the time these days. I make roti. So imagine this pandemic, we don't have roti issue because I made it every day. So it's really easy and it's fun. Because your kids and your husband will love it. After keluar from the oven, like panas-panas, imagine you can eat it so freshly made. Okay, and your house always smells so beautiful. Okay, so just like that, it's actually activating the yeast. It calls you. So next, sorry, back. Okay, this time it requires me to put in the flour. So I've put this enter. Okay, get 0 first, and then yep, just put it in like that. Next, 1 pinch of salt. So just like that. So it's really easy. And now, instead, again, what it's doing now is kneading. So one of the built-in function from Thermomix is the kneading. So the people that has already made mantau, your kneading needs to be right? And how long does it take? Thermomix only takes 2 minutes, okay? So what I'm doing now, and it will be bergoncang, okay? So just like that, it's doing the kneading, okay? So it actually replicates how our hand movement as well. And this is the most that you can see is bergerak, okay? During kneading, you want to, okay, so during kneading, you want to be around your Thermomix, okay? I know most of the dishes you don't have to be there, but because kneading, it will move a bit, just a little bit, but just to be safe, be around your Thermomix during kneading. Okay, so 1.5 minutes is kneading time. So I can put this away. And with Thermomix, when you're cooking, your kitchen is always so clean and not messy, okay? There's not a lot of things. You don't have to have a lot of, if baking, you need your measuring scale, you need a lot of bowls. But with Thermomix, it's really easy, okay? And it's fast. Okay, while doing that, so it's not just mantau that we are doing today. Thermomix can do a lot of things. Like I said, you can do bread. Kids love fresh bread. You can even make your own pasta. Imagine you can make your own pasta. You can knead for your own pasta. Your tofu, right? So semua benda boleh buat. It's very, very amazing. Stay tuned for more of the features. We'll be showing you more, and then I'll be showing you how we cook multi-level. So my soup will be down here, and my mantau will be up here steaming. So good, right? Okay. So only 15 seconds. I have this baking mat, and this is from Thermomix. You can have this. Anyone who wants this, you can ask your advisor. So this is the Thermomix baking mat, okay? And it calls me, it's already done. Just like that, imagine. If kalau kneading yang normal kan, all the tepung is merata-rata everywhere already. You have to wipe your counter table, you have to wipe your what we call lantai. But if Thermomix, everything is in here. So what I'm actually doing, you see, that's that, right? Okay, I'm going to release the dough like that, okay? And it will release like that with the blade, and You can see it's so clean, even though it's with the dough. And I just kind of separate the dough from the blade. Okay, I'm just going to be quite careful. Okay, don't want to waste. This is all good. Okay, just like that, it already neat for you. But all you need to do is just to bentukkan dia je. Okay, you don't have to have a good skill. My kids also can do this, you know, and even when we do the physical demo, she will always do this part because she loves doing the dough. Okay, just like that. Okay, right. Adriana, you can show a bit nearer. So what I'm actually doing with this spatula, so this comes with the box as well with your Thermomix, and I'm actually potong into two parts, right? Like just like that. So this spatula can also be used to potong your dough, right? Okay, like that. Now I'm going to do like a little pillow-ish. And okay, so this is my varoma. And this is also part of Thermomix. And you know, this baking paper is one of the host gifts if you buy with us today, okay? For this month. So I'm just gonna put it like that. So easy, you don't have to have like a very skillful set to do this. Okay, I'm just like putting in to like a pillowy bentuk, okay? And what I'm just going to do is to let it raise under the heat. So I think it's a good day today. So just gonna put just next to the window because I think the heat should be good enough. I'm gonna let it raise about 20 minutes. But in the meantime, I will, after this, pass to my deck supervisor to show what they are doing for the next recipe. But hold on, don't worry, because I have actually two level to do this, okay? I'm gonna steam this. And I got two amount. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Right. Okay, you can see I got two level of mantau made like that. And your mantau will be as this way. So you want to kind of make it nicely. And it will be raised after this. So I'm just gonna close this and leave it for 20 minutes beside the window. So just like that. Okay, and I'll be coming back to you after this with this soup, okay? But in the meantime, I'll pass you to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, hello, assalamualaikum. Good morning, I'm Ella. Today I'm going to make braised chicken with chestnut, but because I can't find any chestnut right now, so I change it to the macadamia nut. This recipe I found it in a cookbook. So if you have your own recipe or you want to try new recipe that you found on the net, you can use Thermomix because it's much more easier and precise with the Thermomix. Okay, let's start right now. It's really, really simple. So this is the main, I'm going to cook manual cooking. So this is the main dish. Beside to the right, because I want to scale my ingredients, just press scale and then put the ingredients. Press stop. So this oil for then press stop again. put the next ingredient, which is ginger for 10 grams. And then again, we put the onion rings and spring onion for 10 grams. It's that right now. It's simple recipe. Firstly, back to the main page. So the first circle is for timing. The timer to saute this is for 4 minutes. So for the 4 minutes. And then temperature, the second one is temperature is for 120 degrees. It's perfect temperature for saute. And then the third one, posturing. We use wood. Done. So while my Thermomix sauteing my dish for me, I'm going to relax here and talk to you about this. Okay. It said that low temperature healthy cooking. Why? As you can see, I'm using olive oil because it has a lot of more benefit than regular oil. But if I overheat it with high temperature cooking, it can turn to toxic and carcinogenic effect. So it can harmful to our body. So we don't want that. The next one is for if we put vegetables with this temperature setting 120 degrees, it still can retain their nutrients. So the veggie become more juicier, crunchier, and the color is still vibrant because the nutrients inside still intact. The next one is high temperature and caramelization. This is auto set in the Thermomix because it's for safety reason. We can make lollipop with it. There is a new menu like crispy ikan bilis, bawang goreng, with minimum, although with minimum oil, it's still crispy. I didn't know how the Thermomix done that, but it's really, really good. So that's why Thermomix has perfect temperature control. From 37 degrees, it's suitable for keeping the baby full. Or if you want to make bread, it can use to activate the yeast. Previously, if I want to make bread, to activate the yeast, I just agak the temperature. So it needs longer time to activate the yeast. And then for the 50 degrees to melting the chocolate, so we didn't waste any chocolate. It's really, really simple. I just put the chocolate inside the Thermomix and then voila, it's done. Ready to brew. So the next one is we can brew the tea and coffee. As you can know, if we want to make a very good coffee, you have to have a perfect temperature control. So Thermomix also can do this. As I showed you previously, the temperature setting is in the middle. So we just turn the knob to change the temperature, to choose the temperature that we want. The next one is perfect texture every time. Thermomix has a powerful blade. It's designed to cut, to blend the food easier. So the pasteurized food is easily absorbed and good for digestion. So we can make pumpkin soup, kaya, fruit jams. If we make our own fruit jams and kaya, if you make fruit jams and kaya with Thermomix, we can alter the amount of sugar in it. It's really, really healthy. And this is my favorite mode. It's called cooking delicious meat in 4 layers because we can cook our dishes simultaneously. So it saves a lot of time. For example, if I want to cook nasi ayam, the soup in the bowl, and the soup in the bowl. The next one, the rice in the simmering basket. In the raw rumah up here, we can cook steam chicken, and then the veggie up here or eggs. For nasi ayam, I think it's 30 to 45 minutes only. It's really, really easy. I'm just talking to you and it's done. Okay, and the next one is we're going to add another ingredient. Press it, and then you can put 400 grams chicken. And then water, and then black soy sauce, 30 grams. Black soy sauce, 1 tablespoon. You can see I'm just sitting here, do the cooking. Because it's easier. I always eat the simple by hand. And then chicken stock. And then the macadamia nuts. Okay. Back to the main dish. So I'm going to put the chicken for 30 minutes. The temperature is 120 degrees. And then press here to change to reverse mode and seal it in big spoon. It's there right now. So, okay, I'm going to pass this to my next advisor. Bye.
Hello, salam and hi everyone. Happy weekend. I hope you all can hear me nice and clear, and I hope you all are staying safe at home. Well, as it's the weekend, and I know some of you are probably, tired of staying home and you want to have something different and refreshing and, just to brighten up your day. So today what I'm going to be doing is the Bloody Virgin Mary. Why virgin? Because it's the halal version. There's no vodka in it. But if you want to make it the non-halal version, you can always add in vodka in it. All right. So basically, besides doing Bloody Mary, you can always do fast and fresh juices, smoothie, everything that takes seconds. So for example, even my Bloody Mary, I'm going to show you how easy it is. It's super, super fast and easy. The recipe is already in the machine itself. If you have your own recipe, it's totally fine. You can always use your own recipe. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so first we're going to add in the tomato juice. You can make your own fresh tomato juice as well. All you need is just a couple of tomatoes, and you add in a bit of water and just blend it together, and you've already got your own fresh tomato juice. Okay, so we've got the tomato juice in. Next,
Yeah, so if you're going to be doing the non-halal version, then you add the vodka at this point of time. So I'm going to skip the vodka. And next we're going to add in the lemon juice. Now for the lemon juice, you can always use this version, or I'm going to try and use the fresh version of it. So basically I'm just going to squeeze out with my hand all the juice. Okay, but like I said, you can always use the ready-made ones, but there's always something good about, you know, just using, I think it's the extra flavor from your hand that comes out that just gives it the extra taste to it. So I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to squeeze it in. Don't worry, I washed my hands before this, and the only person that has to drink it is probably my husband. All right, so I'm going to add in ice cubes. So look at my ice cubes. It makes great, with the Thermomix, you can make ice kapal, which I have already done in like hardly, how many seconds? It was like hardly 10 seconds. And with the weather that it is now so hot, making ice kapal is really, really awesome. So as you can see, and even my partners have showed you that it has a built-in, what is this, weighing scale. So basically you don't have to take out your weighing scale, measure everything, and you know, you can feel like your own barista right now. And next, I don't have celery stalk, so we will add in a bit of sea salt. Okay, add in some sea salt. All right. And followed by black pepper. Now this is where it like kind of wakes you up. So I'm going to put a bit of black pepper in there. And then later I'm going to use it to garnish as well. Okay, insert measuring cup. Now for those of you who don't know, in here you can see there's a 50 ml and 100 ml. So this is actually called a measuring cup. So if you ever need to measure anything, you can always use this measuring cup. And it also acts as a cover. Brilliantly smart. All right, so for the next 30 seconds, what is going to happen is it's actually going to blend everything together at speed 2. So I just have to wait and my drink will be ready in more time. Now, why don't you write me in the comments, how many of you have made lemonade? Did you know that it takes less than 4 seconds to make lemonade? That's how fast it is. For example, making this drink. Fast, super easy, and the best thing is, it's actually very healthy. So, every day, every morning, every afternoon, you don't have to wait for a special occasion. You don't have to take out your blender. You don't have to take out your juicer. This is the same kitchen appliance that is going to make you your smoothie, your breakfast, your pancake, your nasi lemak, your ayam masak merah, your bread, everything in one smart kitchen appliance. Amazing, right? Okay, so we're already done. So now what I'm going to do is take it out. Wow, look at that. Smells so good. So I'm going to place a couple of ice in here. Okay, next, I'm going to insert the simmering basket. So now, the purpose of this simmering basket, so this is simmering basket. So if you make lemonade or if you make pasta and things like that, anytime when you actually need to steam, you can use the simmering basket. You can cook rice in here. And what it does is when you cook the rice in here, all the starch water is compiled underneath. And that's how you get low glycemic index rice. Low glycemic index GI rice means basically it's lower content of sugar, which is a healthier way for you to eat. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in. Okay, I'm going to lift it up. All right, and I'm going to pour it in my glass. Not sure if you can see. Yeah, take out the celery first. All right, just pour it out. Wow, look at that. Oh. Now this Bloody Mary is really, really good and really nice because it has that kick to it, and that kick to it like wakes you up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in a bit of Tabasco sauce. That's where the kick comes in. Right, ooh. And some Worcestershire Worcestershire sauce. Okay. All right, just a couple of drops. Whoa. All right. Add in a bit of pepper. Ooh. So can you imagine how strong it is already? So this is like a great, a hangover. They say it's a great hangover kind of drink, but if not, it's like a great, good drink for your digestive system. And what we're gonna do is next, and we're basically wow, done with our drink. You see how fast it was? Now, besides that, we also have what is the turbo mode. Now, in this turbo mode, you can actually grind your powdered sugar. So, for example, if you have rock sugar or normal sugar and you want it to be really, really fine, you can use it. You can use that method to grind your powdered sugar. You can even use it to make your own chicken stock. Your pepper, you don't have to, always buy this. You can always buy the black peppers, the one which is full peppers, because it's easier to store. And then whenever you need it, you just need to grind it. And even all your herbs and spices, it's a lot more easier and better right now. Because previously I used to buy the ones in the bottle. I had the ones in the bottle and the normal ones, and I just wasted a lot of money. So that's one of the functions that the Thermomix can do with the turbo function. Now, how many of you buy your minced meat outside? Now, if you know, buying minced meat outside is not really healthy because they have all kinds of things in the minced meat. It's not pure, it's probably a lot of fat and things like that. Whereas if you make your own minced meat, it's a much healthier option. You save a lot more money and it's a better choice. So that's one of the main functions that the Thermomix can do with the turbo function. All right, so I hope you enjoyed my delicious recipe of bloody Virgin Mary. So again, if you want to make it non-halal, put in some vodka, extra vodka, enjoy your weekend. And I will pass you over to my other partner.
Okay, so it's me. Right, I'm gonna take my steam mantau bun and see how it changed. Okay, so this is under the hot sun. So let's see what happens now. So it's rising a bit, like that. So it's ready to be steamed. But for now, I have my potato and mushroom soup, right? So all I need to do, I pre-weigh them. So this is potato, just put it in. Okay, and then this is dried mushroom that I put in, soak in water about an hour. So you'll be like that. So shiitake mushroom is amazing. The taste is distinctive. It will give a very flavorful soup. Okay, I put in butter. So this is unsalted butter, right? Okay, and then this is seasoning, whereby I put in the ground black peppers, a bit of salt, and also mushroom powder. So do you know that you can do your mushroom powder, your paste, your Thai paste, even your stock veggie paste, it's all can be done with your Thermomix, okay? So I just put it in, okay? I need to steam with water, so always remember put in water. Okay, so this is 500 ml. Okay, just like that, put everything in. Okay, so I'm gonna close this, all right? Put on my mantau on the top, like that. All right, and it's going to be 18 minutes. Sorry, 18 minutes. Varoma, and only spoon there. Okay, so for 80 minutes, I'll just leave it cook there. Okay, and in the meantime, let me show you the other functions that we have with Thermomix, okay? So the other function that we can do with Thermomix is the kettle mode, okay? Do you know that you can do a very nice teh tarik with the Thermomix? So whoever ever taste Thermomix memang signature teh tarik dia sedap sangat. It's even better from your mama teh tarik, okay? Alright, so with the kettle mode, you can also do your green tea. So the best, okay, whoever can tell me the best perfect temperature for your coffee. Okay, who can tell me the best and perfect brewing temperature? It's actually at 95 degrees, okay? So whoever coffee lover out there, like my colleagues just say, you can even do your Starbucks coffee, you can do your green tea, you can do nice baby food as well. So baby food with Thermomix has up to like more than 300 recipes. Baby food is amazing. If you're expecting or your baby will be weaning soon, get your Thermomix because it's really easy. You don't have to even buy extra different baby machine food processor because it's not cheap, right? Okay, and with Thermomix, if your baby food processor, it can only last how until when the baby is like what 12 to 24 months, but with Thermomix it's lifetime, okay? All right, so other than that, Thermomix can also do a slow cook mode, okay? And how it's using the method whereby it's using 37 to 98 degrees. So this is up to 8 hours when it's doing the slow cook, and it's using the reverse function. So what when I say reverse, what do you mean, Sue? Reverse? So reverse function is as if ada orang kacaukan, okay? So ada orang kacaukan for you with Thermomix because it has two sides. One is the blunt side, the other side is for mincing. Okay, so you can do your beef stew when you use slow cook. You can do your duck. You can do beautiful lamb shank. You know what I normally do with this slow cook function? I used to do soup tulang. Okay, we just had our ID50 Raya early of the week. So whoever got the tulang, you can do soup tulang here. Yeah, soup tulang korban here. Okay, just leave it at 8 hours. The beef is so tender and it melts in your mouth. Memang sedap sangat. Okay, so I leave it overnight. When I sleep, dia just buat the kerja. Then in the morning, you have a very fresh soto in the morning, okay? Okay, who else can imagine? You can even do your yogurt and your, what do we call here? Even your cheese, because it has the fermentation mode. Yeah, betul. It's built in with the one of the feature for Thermomix. So imagine you have all this function, including fermentation. So do you know that actually your yogurt, because kids love yogurt, right? But we have like strawberry yogurt, but you normally buy the one that has been packed dekat grocery store kan? Those are, do you know, they have 18 months of shelf life. So what does it mean? It means that they have a lot of preservatives, right? So you don't want to give preservatives to your kids. With Thermomix, it's all healthy food, it's all raw ingredients. So even your yogurt is, you know, it's possible to do it with Thermomix, okay? So up to 12 hours, you can start doing your yogurt and leave it in to fermentation. And tomorrow morning you have a fresh yogurt, freshly made for your family. Okay, sous vide. Okay, so sebelum ni lah, we don't even know that's actually a separate like how do we do sous vide method at home, right? I mean, you need to have a different separate what do we call it, kitchen appliance for it, and it's very mahal. It's actually costs thousands of ringgit as well. And to have sous vide machine on top of a lot of other appliances, right? Why not just have this and you have the sous vide function built in? Okay, so sous vide is actually a fresh method way to do your food like a very tender and very nutritious food, right? Okay, so means when you use your sous vide function, it is using 40 to 85 Celsius to cook your meat. Okay, so you know when you go to restaurant and you have your steak and the waiter will ask what do you need, the doneness, right? With Thermomix as well, you can adjust the doneness that you need. Okay, so you can sous vide your meat and have a brilliant fine dining even at home during this pandemic. Anyway, we've been in this pandemic too long, right? But you still want to, you know, get your family to be able to enjoy good food, sedap food, and it is really sedap. Okay, so I can guarantee you, because the even the food that you don't know how to cook, like you only get them when you visit restaurants, it's possible now with Thermomix. All right. Okay. So other than the sous vide function, what else that you can think of when you can benefit from Thermomix? Okay, so we all know it's very quick and easy. I can have my lunch even half an hour and all done by an hour, all dah makan and all clean kitchen by an hour. So it's amazing, it's easy, and it's sedap. Okay, healthy. So Dr. Ella was saying that, okay, even the temperature to use with the olive oil, it needed to be the right temperature, so it's healthy. Okay, so everyone can cook, right? I can totally agree with this, because if I'm working and was too caught up with my work, my kids actually cook for us. Okay, and how old my kids? Adriana is actually 10 years old this year. She's been making a lot of things. She's been making lunch as well for us. So imagine 10 years old can also do ayam merah, can do also ayam golek. It's amazing. And I'm not saying this out of nowhere. Okay, you can visit my Instagram and also other advisors' Instagram to see the kids are actually cooking as well. Okay, right. When you buy a Thermomix, you don't even just get the machine. You get your advisor for a lifetime to guide you with your Thermomix journey. Okay, so ask your advisor anything at all, and we have the support group. Okay, so we are our support group is like 24 hours live, means whatever you want to ask, whatever, anything at all, someone will definitely guide you. Okay, so not just the machine, not just all the accessories, the book, and then it's free delivery. But what, like Sunita said at this point, just a bit of a delay because of the how we are now with the pandemic, but it will come to you soon. Okay, so with this also, if you buy it for in this period, I'll show you what you get. Okay, so normally the company gives 1 or 2, but now not 3 but 4 of the host gift. Okay, so take note, if you buy Thermomix today and for the next 1 week, you can get 4 of the host gift. So one of the host gifts is actually cookbook, but not this cookbook, but the Daily Asian cookbook. So similar, something like this. You can also get this Varoma silicone muffin mold. So this is perfectly nicely put on top of the Varoma tray. So you can do your muffin, you can steam muffin in this, you can do a lot of things, your eggs as well in this. So brilliant for breakfast, okay? And this is all from Australia. They are imported from Australia, and it's not on sale, right? So get your hands on this because you want to be the first one to use all of these accessories, right? They are free, and if you want to know how do you want to get them when you purchase with us, you can also get this. It's part of the host kit. This is the trivet, okay? Stainless steel, and look how quality it is. It's very bright, stainless steel. And what do you want to do with this? You put it in the varoma as well. You want to put your fish, you want to lift it up so that it cooks nicely, perfectly done. You can put the salmon on top, you can put your veggies on top. There's a lot of things you can do with this, right? And there's also this baking paper. So if you remember just now when I placed my mantel, I poke my baking paper, and this is reusable, you know. So there's a lot of pieces inside here, beberapa helai. So and reusable, so you can reuse it so many times again. Okay, so it's amazing because it's perfectly like the shape of the varoma. Grab your Thermomix because this is amazing host gift that we have currently running. Okay, if you think that you have some of extra time and you're passionate to do this as well, come and join us. Okay, like Sunita said, we have the way also that you can earn your free Thermomix when you purchase with us and join us in a team. So do get connected to your advisor and ask how to join us. Okay. All right. So who would you recommend? Okay, so you've seen us making a lot of dishes today. It looks so easy, correct? And while making excellent food for your family, and you can also recommend to your good friends and families, right? That you can think of, okay, who can benefit this? It's quick and easy for all the very busy moms out there. Kerja or tak kerja, we always busy, betul tak? Okay, so it's not just for working mother, it's not just for mothers, for single person out there as well. This is very beneficial because you know we want to eat healthy food, and then you want to be creative in your food, right? So do invest with this because this is all can benefit more than just because again, you are what you eat, correct? Okay, right. So busy professionals out there, whoever you can think of, if they are always on Grab food, because even Grab food, you spend so much on Grab food. Okay, whoever out there, maybe you can share how much do you spend for 1 week? Because Thermomix, the cost will be only 9 ringgit and plus a daily. So if you can swap your Thermomix cost with your Grab food, why not, right? Okay. And friends who can't cook. Okay, so it's not that I can't cook, but it's just always timing, right? And then I will always repeat the same again and again, the same menu. Like Sunisa said, our family just gets sick over the same menu. If you want to explore food with Cookie Do, you can, today Thailand, tomorrow Japanese, Korean pula. So amazing, so amazing. So much, 71,000 food that you are exposed to. Just use your Cookie Do. You can find whatever you need. Like magic, when you see something in the Cookie Do, you feel like, oh, I feel like eating this. Just get in the ingredients, follow through, and you get it. So it's like ordering juga lah, tapi you sendiri buat. Okay, all you need to have is just plan, and Cookie Do has a planner. it has a weekly planner as well that you can, just put in and assign all the recipes that you need and you want for your family. And it can generate one whole list of shopping lists. You can get all this shopping list. You can even online shopping nowadays. We tak nak keluar banyak-banyak because the situation out there. You want to use this shopping list to order, or even if you are going out, you have one complete shopping list for a week, okay, or two. All right, so another 2 minutes. And you know what? With friends with dietary needs. So if Thermomix, say if you are in a very strict diet, keto diet lah katakan, right? You want to lose weight a bit lah. Masa pandemic, we maybe stay caught up in at home, and we mungkin put up a bit of weight. So we want to go like keto but still sedap. We have like more than hundreds of keto diet food. So all you do, you just need to search keto food, and all the keto related food will come up. So friends with dietary needs, like kids that has eczema, they can't eat eggs, you can just from the filter put it minus eggs. Then the cookie is smart enough to filter all the food that is actually not needing eggs. So yeah, it's very, very smart. Okay, we have 1 minute to go. So I can actually go round. Okay, so we can go round and show all your food made. And then by then, my pau and soup can be ready. Okay? Okay. Over to you, all of you yang sudah siap makanan.
Okay, I'm back, and my beef Massaman curry is done. Can you see how delicious that looks? It smells amazing. We used to order this when we go to the Thai restaurants, but now it's just so easy to make it yourself at home with the freshest ingredients, no preservatives, and it's really, really nice. So this is going to be lunch for my family. And I'm going to hand you over to the next person to show you the next dish.
Hi everyone, so I'm back again. And remember, I prepared 1 glass. So my husband just came in and conveniently finished it. So lucky thing I still have a bit more left for myself. And like I told you, it is so simple to make. You can make fast and fresh. Did you know that you can even make your own boba tea? So instead of always purchasing from outside, at least now you can make your own boba tea. It's a lot more healthier. Lemonade is in 2 seconds. Personally, if you have kids, especially who are very picky, they don't like to, for example, eat veggies, you can always do like cute little vegetable shots. And it can have celery, carrot, beetroots, all kinds of veggies in it. And then you make it into a smoothie in here, and then you serve it as a drink to them. So at least they are still getting the nutrients that they need, although it may not be direct, but that's one way, moms and dads, that you can trick your kids or even yourself if some of you adults do not like to have your veggie. All right, so yummy. Enjoy. I hope you try it, and don't forget, tag if you do.
Hi, I'm back. This is my dish. It smells delicious. So I'm going to recap what I said before. Thermomix has low temperature setting, so it still can retain the nutrition in the food. The high temperature and caramelization is really, really good for the crispy things and the lollipop, and has perfect temperature control for every dishes that we make. And then perfect texture, so it can easily absorb in the gut to absorb the nutrients. And this for the 4-layer technique, so we can save more time. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, just about time. So you can hear my Thermomix are panggil. So ini siap kan? Okay, just nice. Okay, so I'll show you the mantap. But before that, I want to, okay, so this is how, okay, this is hot, but this is how we use our varoma. Terbalikkan and put it on top of your tabletop, and then that will avoid, so nampak tak? So letak kat bawah tu so that it the drips would not go away here and there. So the last step for my soup, right? I will have my milk, right? Just add it in. And one last step, which is 1 minute. Okay, so 1 minute. And then I'm just going to close this because all it needs to do is to, okay, 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute and 10 speed. And it will, okay, have my soup done. Okay, just like that, I have my soup. Sorry, it's the highest peak for my soup 10, but the smells here is really amazing. So what I did, just campak-campak, and you saw what I just did, but I have a beautiful soup here. And at the same time, only 18 minutes, I have pau ready, steam. So cantik, right? And not just one, but 2 layers. And yes, Eunice, it's very perfectly silky and smooth soup there. Also, like Sunita, this is my lunch. Healthy punya. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. I thank everybody for your time for our show today. Be sure book your Thermomix because it's amazing. Okay, thank you. Thanks everybody. Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.